Hey everyone, Scott J. Way here from Crucible Custom Props. Another day, another blaster. Finished this one also today. This is obviously Rey's blaster from The Force Awakens. This is the Solos Hold and Nerfworx Lab Rey blaster kit. Now, I don't know if I've actually told this story much so far, but I helped a lot. Aaron did the original files for this and sent me over the models, 3D models, and I went over these things. We went over these things so many times, comparing to the pictures of the original prop used in the Wired magazine and the visual dictionary. They made a lot of these props for the production and post-production for use at Disneyland and things like that. But on screen you can see that there are different versions that they use as well. Now we use the reference from the Wired magazine and the visual dictionary to get this one right, which I believe is pretty much the main hero that they used for the film. So the dimensions on certain things are a little bit different between like the Disney ones and the hero. So, but man, we went over this so many times. The little things like the rake of the trigger, how far up this finger recess went, the width of the grips, all this kind of stuff. The size of the safety slider, all that stuff was gone over so many, and I did overlays, and man, we just did so many things. Now the original prototype that I did of this had the wrong size screws here, and there were some final tweaks to be done after that, but this is the production version. This one is going out to Robert for some photography use next week. But here it is. This is the first one I've done. I did some static ones, but this is the first one I've done with the Blastercore 5.0 in it. So this has the full electronics in it, and that's pretty much it. It's very simple. The weight of it's really good. It's heavy. Looks legit. I did the weathering yesterday is when I finished all the weathering and the small minor details as far as assembly and stuff. So this is all paint. All the weathering is paint. There's no aluminum black, so there's no chemicals or anything to worry about. This is how they do it in the real prop studios. It's paint. They usually don't use chemical processes. Now they might sometimes, but anyway, this is paint. So let me show you how this works. Let me come around to the camera here. So now Vader's Vault one had the really good idea of putting the charge port right there, right? So you could get the charge port. Let me see if I can pause this and turn that music down just a little bit. I'm back. I just paused it to turn the music down. Anyway, Vader's Vault had the really good idea of putting the charge port right here. Now we didn't want to copy them in any way, shape, or form. There's really only a couple places you can put it to get to it pretty easily. So what we decided to do was we used this as a screw to hold this plate on and to get your access to your SD card and so you'll take that off, you'll unscrew it. Now I put a magnet, I machined a little slot for a magnet to be here so this won't just fall off, right? So it's got a magnet underneath in this plate. So your SD card access is right here and your charge port.
You know how to use one of those?
Yeah, you pull the trigger.
A little bit more to it than that.
Pull your kill key. Now let me talk about this a little bit. Goth 3D Designs, Cedric, did some amazing work on this chassis. I mean, it is precision fit, perfect fit. I mean, it's just amazing. It's just really nice. There's so much detail under there. I'm not going to show it on a video, but I'll have a picture of it. So the the Blastercore is covered by a plate, a detailed 3D printed plate, and these copper tubes go across it and everything. You can't see it, but it's there. All that details is underneath. You'll just never see it. But he did a great job on that chassis. Makes installing it much more tidy, that's for sure. So you just put that back on. It's indexed by the flat right there, so you shouldn't have any problem. Just give it a little tight, and then your trigger fires. And this so this is a font I made this morning and last night. I captured the sounds from the movie. But that's my font. If people don't like it, that's fine. There's another font on here from Jordan. So to change fonts, press and hold the trigger, then press and hold the auxiliary button at the same time. Here, after the first beep, you press it again to get yours into the menu, right?
I know you do. That's why I'm giving it to you. I like this thing.
This is Jordan's font. Let's check that out.
You know how to use one of those?
Yeah, you pull the trigger.
Well,
A little bit more to it than that.
I took too long and it went back to my font. Let's try again.
I like this thing. You know how to use one of those?
Yeah, you pull the trigger.
A little bit more to it than that.
All right. Let's give it another shot. I always have trouble with these Blastercore menus.
You might need this.
I think I can handle it.
I like this thing.
There's Boba Fett, Imperial Trooper, Han Solo font, and whatever the hell that Blastercore thing is.
You might need this. You might need this.
I think I just went back to my font. Golly.
I know you
Well,
do.
guys,
That's why I'm giving it to you.
as I'm derping around with the Ray Blaster, you can
Pull the trigger.
A little bit more to it than that.
check it out again. Yep, that's mine. Try again.
You might need this. I like this thing.
There we go.
I like this.
There it is. Jeez. You just push the button correctly, you'll get it. Anyway. Anyway, so that's it. That's his font. It's also screen captured, by the way. Screen captured, and I just made some different variations.
You might need this.
I think I can handle myself.
You might need this.
So it's up to you, whatever you use, but
I know you do. That's why I'm giving it to you. You know how to use one of those?
Yeah, you pull the trigger.
A little bit more to it than that.
I like that ricochet when she shoots the one stormtrooper. It's random. It's supposed to be random of the 8 different sounds, but for some reason it's repeating them. Now I did leave, the screen prop had the wires in the barrel and you could totally see them. So I did the same thing because I wanted to get it accurate. So there it is. Tried to get the scratches as much as I could to that hero prop. Anyway, so there it is, guys. The first Solus Hold Nerfworx Lab Blaster Ray Blaster that I have done with a Blastercore. I'm going to be doing a few more, so the videos for them won't be as long, mainly because it's just going to be a repeat. But maybe in the ones that I'm doing for the next, I think I have 3 more to do right off the bat. Maybe mine will be one of them for me. Pretty cool. So anyway, that's it. Oh, by the way, this is the version 1 chassis with the speaker, the Railmaster rectangle speaker firing up. Now, I did have to mill a very large clearance for the sound resonance and everything. And it does quiet down with the plates on it and everything a little bit. So there, maybe on the next one, I don't think there's much else you can do to release more sound. But I definitely wanted it to remain screen accurate because it's going to be for a photographer's collection and his tools, and he needs it to look the way it's supposed to look. And I went over that. I didn't want to have the side exit speaker with holes in it and everything. I just didn't want to do that. So this is the way I'll be going, is with the top speaker. So that's it. Now, admittedly, Jordan's font is a little bit more punchy than mine, so his is louder for some reason. I may have to dial in my font a little bit more if I can.
I like this thing.
I don't make fonts, so I'm not going to pretend to be the man at that. His is much more loud. The Imperial Trooper and the Han sound really good too. But anyway, so that's it. Jordan's font is the one to get until I get mine sounding better. If anybody wants mine, you can have it. But I think his is probably the one you should ask for. Anyway, guys, thanks for looking. Take it easy.